Kellogg here. Just finished up a guide trip, and I actually had an interesting question out on the boat today. Kind of an interesting experience, really. I had some avid fishermen on the boat, and I've been mixing in some bait fishing with the trolling, kind of breaking up the day. We've been working some coves and some backwater areas with power bait, and with inflated worms, just picking up some bonus fish and, demonstrating how to fish bait, how to rig up, how to use spinning rods, stuff like that. And I told one guy today that we were going to put an inflated worm on his rod. And he said, an inflated worm? What's an inflated worm? He knew what power bait was, but he'd never fished with an inflated worm. And I showed him how to rig it up. He thought it was pretty amazing. So I'm going to show you guys how to rig up an inflated worm. You might think it's pretty amazing too. Let's check it out. So let me show you the rig first. This is the main line. I got a spinning rod here. This is the main line coming down. I've got it threaded through a bullet weight right there, a sliding sinker rig. Got a swivel right there. And on that swivel, I have 20 inches of 6-pound test fluorocarbon line. And I just have a small red octopus hook on the end of that. Same exact rig I would use for fishing power bait. So let's get down to it. Let's get down to the dirty business of inflating a worm. And let me tell you right off the bat, it is not good to be a worm. Let me grab one and I'll show you why. Okay, I'm back. I got my Easy Pack Nightcrawlers. Kind of a crazy shadow there, so I moved the camera a little bit. But anyway, I'm back. Got my Nightcrawlers right there. We're going to get one out. He's kind of been out in the sun a little bit, but there's some good worms in there. There's a good worm right there. Nice fat Nightcrawler. I don't mess around with the mini crawlers. I like the full-size units. I like the full-size Nightcrawlers, 12 in a can. They just work better for me. So let me show you how you rig one of these up. First, let's talk a little bit about Nightcrawlers in general. That is a standard issue Nightcrawler. That pointy end there, that's the head, okay? That flat end there, that's the tail. Guess what? Most of the muscles, most of the strength is in the head end of that worm, and that's the firmest part. So that's what you want to be using. I take my worm just like that, right in the middle, and I break that worm in two. Ow! And I throw the tail section away. Now I just got the head section of the worm. Take my hook. You don't want to gob them up on there. We're not out at the pond fishing for bluegill. We're fishing for trout. I just want to take that worm and take that hook, pass that hook through the worm one time very lightly, and I'm using a light wire hook just like that. Now we're ready to put some air pressure in that worm. You can buy a commercial worm blower. They're available in most tackle shops that sell worms. It's just a bottle with a little needle on it. You stick the needle in the worm, put in a little puff of air. He airs up. He's going to float up off the bottom. He's going to wriggle. He's going to gyrate. He's going to float. Fish are going to smell them, they're going to see them, they're going to taste them. It's real meat. Fish on, baby. But what I like to use, rather than one of those commercial worm blowers, I like to use a hypodermic needle. You can get these at agricultural supply stores and stuff like that. Hypodermics work really good. Very fine needle. Pull it back, get some air in there. Take your worm, get a hold of that hook, insert the needle in the worm, and give him, watch him pump up. See that? See him plump up right there? He is getting a good dose of air inside of his body. I told you it was bad to be a Nightcrawler. There we go. I'm gonna get a little more air in there. Pull that out. A little more air in this end, because I really want to make sure these guys float up nice. There we go. See him plump up? He's like one of those hot dogs that they advertise. They plump well cooking. Well, guess what? You put a little air in a Nightcrawler, they plump up nicely. That's going to float up off the bottom. As I said, it's going to wriggle. It's going to gyrate. Fish are going to smell it. They're going to see it. They're going to taste it. They're going to come in. Make sure you're fishing it on a slack line, because they're going to play with it a little bit. Next thing you know, they're going to take off. When that line tightens up, it's fish on. Use a small hook. Pass it through the worm one time. This is a natural presentation. You don't want to gob the worm up on there. That's about all there is to it, guys. I'm Kellogg.